Hi everybody, it's Katie Jo. I want to share a little bit about being raised in a Christian religion and how that served me in believing in past lives, and how past life belief actually assisted me in forgiveness. For years and years and years and years, I didn't believe in past lives, and how I actually began to believe in it is I met a friend. He's just a friend, but years ago I met a gentleman, and something was so strange between us. We were strangers, but we would go to these big events with hundreds of people, and I could tell if he was in the room or if he wasn't in the room. I could tell where he was standing with my eyes closed amongst hundreds of people. We would actually even be able to look at each other and talk without even using our mouth. Now, he had come from this New Age world, which I wasn't part of, and he believed in past lives. And he was sharing with me some of the past lives we had shared together as friends and in other types of relationships. And I, of course, was astounded coming from my very religious Christian background, because for me, these were all dreams that I had, that I knew. So I could reflect back to him. I was wearing this outfit, these were the clothes, this is the scenery, this is where things are placed. Now, is that proof that past lives exist? No, it's truly not. No one really knows if past lives exist. I personally believe that they are. There's a lot of work that's been done by Michael Newton, a psychotherapist, hypnotherapist. There's quite a few things. Even Oprah has done classes and things, or interviews with people. So I personally do. I'm asking you in this moment to just be open to the idea. How did Christianity prepare me to believe in past lives? There was a conference, or the Council of Nicaea, 300 years after Christ, where in the Roman Empire they gathered all the people who were following Christian beliefs, and they made it standard what they believe. And at that time they took out the belief of past lives, which is what was being taught in Christianity at the time. And then they also took out women having equal authority spiritually as men, such as priesthood. It wasn't called priesthood, it was something else. So, and a lot of that was about control and how can we keep the masses under our foot. And I'm not criticizing it. I'm not saying that's what religion is. So when I go learning all of this, knowing shamanism and things, and knowing even just scientifically that new life, Big Bang, all of that creates when there are the four elements: earth, air, fire, water. And then watching again and again, month after month, throughout my entire life, watching the ritual of baptism, which is essentially returning back into the earth after your life is over, and then coming forth from the water, which is the womb, and then taking on the spirit, which is the breath of life. And so you kind of, I'm sitting there and I'm aware of it. So I had been prepared throughout all of this. I would watch Blessings Be Given, where you would create a sacred circle of people and they would place their hands on your head, and you would feel the light going through their heads in the sacred circle down through the light, through their hands into yourself. And so it's all these rituals that we do to represent the spirit coming to the body. The tree of life, of course, which is taught in paganism, but also many, many religious cultures, also shares about the eternal life. Take from the eternal life, the fruit of eternal life. And we are much like the trees that go through seasons. So the soul, the tree, is always existing, but the leaves may go. There's a time of sleeping, there's winter, but the tree doesn't die just because the leaves disappear. So it's always being reborn. There was one more thing, but we'll get back to that. So before we come to earth, being these eternal souls, this is what it was. Also Christianity, it teaches me and taught me that our role on this planet is to become as God. And there is no way. God is all things. God is everything. Creator, universe. It's in every cell of our body. It's in the tree. It's in the flower. It's in the chair. It's in metal. It's in everything, everywhere God is, because we are God. And so if you've been taught that you're a child of God, yes, of course, we are part of God. Energy is neither created or destroyed. We are. That doesn't mean above anything. It just means that we are all divine. So there's no way in this limited human experience that I could possibly know and be everything with just one tiny little fraction of life experience. Being a woman, being a white woman, being born in America, how could I possibly know the essence of being, for example, an oppressed African slave as a male? I can't. If, so to be everything, to know everything, to be like God, to know all compassion, can you possibly in one lifetime learn everything, exist everything, become everything, become a God? Possibly. But I feel like it's much more likely that the goal is, the purpose of life is to master the human realm and to let the spirit reign. And as we do so, we become aware of what it's like and what it is to be a God. So coming here before Earth, we have these soul relationships that happen. These soul relationships are these contracts and partnerships. For example, there could be a soul in the realm before we come, and they say, okay, in my lifetimes I've been very prone to abusing. I've had anger and I've had control issues, and I'm very prone to abusing. And you, in your past history, have had the history or the experience of being a doormat. So if we come together in this lifetime, we will have the opportunity, we'll have the perfect recipe for me to face the temptation of abuse and to be an abuser. And you will have the perfect opportunity to rise up and take a stand. Now, when we come to this life, obviously the veil comes over us and we can partake of that, but we're playing out the roles. Is everything predestined? Absolutely not. But there are some key factors and contracts that occur. When you see somebody that you know, but you don't know how you know them, often that's somebody who is a significant soul in another lifetime or will be a significant player in this. When I understand that sometimes the greatest quote-unquote villains in my life have been souls that I had contracts with of abuse, of pain, of betrayal, I understand that it was their challenge to overcome, and it wasn't really personal about me, it was about them. I also know that as I interact with these experiences versus the villain, the experience, then I have the power to learn the lesson. Will I stand? Will I rise above abuse? Will I break the silence? Did I not break? So we begin over time and with forgiveness to become the essence of divinity. Not we always are, but there is the practice of living it. So I know it's a long video. I feel like my role, part of my role on this planet, is to be a messenger and is to share the lessons that I'm learning, is to be a beacon of light. And am I perfect? Not yet. Just like none of us are. But we're all in this together. And if you've made it to the end of the video, thank you. Thank you. We're on the same team. Let's stand together. My website is katiejodrum.com. Find me. Let's connect. My Instagram is KatieJoSoul. Let's share the soul connections. Let's empower. Let's enlighten. Let's encourage one another. Let's overcome these challenges. Aho.